World News in 5.
News and developments making headlines around the world in 5 minutes.
World News in 5.
Here on Radyo Pilipinas Worldwide.
This is World News in 5 here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky renewed his call for more defense systems as Russia uses more guided missiles in its recent offensives. In his nightly video address, Zelensky reiterates that one of Kyiv's main challenges right now is how to counter Russian guided bombs. He says such ordnance is now Moscow's main instrument in its attacks, stressing the need for advanced defensive systems and tactics that would provide cover for Ukrainian positions and cities. The Ukrainian leader has long been asking his Western allies for more weapons, including advanced defense systems, as Russia intensifies its attacks through missiles, shellings, and the use of unmanned drones. Earlier this month, Zelensky said Moscow had fired more than 3,200 guided bombs against Ukrainian targets throughout April, aside from dozens of missiles and suicide drones. Meanwhile, Zelensky says Albania, Austria, Chile, and Mozambique have confirmed their attendance in the Global Peace Summit in Switzerland next month. He thanked the four nations for their participation in the effort, adding that he also discussed bilateral relations with them. The effort, which gained sufficient international support, aims to bring a just and lasting peace in Ukraine. Zelensky says it is now the right time for every leader and state to show leadership in ending the idea of war, stressing that their participation in the summit has the potential to restore the full force of the United Nations Charter and full protection for all nations. Russia, which is not invited to the summit, has said any discussions of the Ukraine conflict without its participation are pointless.
World News in 5.
Here on Radyo Pilipinas Worldwide.
In our news, Colombian President Gustavo Petro has ordered the opening of the Colombian embassy in the Palestinian city of Ramallah just weeks after he recalled his country's ambassador in Tel Aviv. Speaking to reporters in Bogota, Colombian Foreign Minister Luis Gilberto Murillo announced Petro's order, saying he believes such move will soon begin backing the recognition of a Palestinian statehood. Colombia's move comes as Ireland, Norway, and Spain announced that they would recognize a Palestinian state in a bid to accelerate a ceasefire in the Gaza Strip. Earlier this month, Petro recalled his ambassador in Tel Aviv, adding that his country would break diplomatic relations with Israel over its actions in Gaza. Israel has accused the Colombian leader of being anti-Semitic and full of hate, adding the move was a reward to the militant group Hamas. Israel is currently in a months-long military campaign in the Palestinian enclave in a bid to wipe out Hamas militants who launched a deadly attack in southern Israel in October. The conflict has killed thousands, mostly civilians, since the war broke out and gained international condemnations and calls for its immediate end.
World News in 5.
Here on Radyo Pilipinas Worldwide.
For Philippine Embassy and Consular news, the Philippine Embassy in Riyadh is reminding the public that performing Hajj without a valid permit is illegal. In an advisory on its Facebook page, the embassy warned those performing Hajj without proper authorization could face a fine of 10,000 Saudi riyals aside from deportation and a possible prohibition in re-entering Saudi Arabia. To ensure a legitimate, safe, and successful pilgrimage experience, it reminded the public to transact only with authorized parties and avoid dealing with dubious individuals or organizations. For Hajj inquiries, it urged the Filipino pilgrims to contact the office of the Hajj Attaché at +966 57 285 1404 through website at www.localhajj.hajj.gov.sa or via Nusuk mobile app. Hajj, one of the 5 pillars of Islam, is a pilgrimage to the sacred city of Mecca in Saudi Arabia that must be carried out by every Muslim at least once in their lifetime. This year's Hajj is set to start on June 14 and will end on June 19.
World News in 5.
Here on Radyo Pilipinas Worldwide.
You just heard World News in 5 here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service. This is Peñano. Good day.
World News in 5.
News and developments making headlines around the world in 5 minutes.
World News in 5.
Here on Radyo Pilipinas Worldwide.